This video is brought to you by Kyle Marley's Premium Picks on MMA Oddsbreaker. He's up over 20 grand in the last year on $100 bets per unit. His plays for this card are available in the link in the description. Use the promo code PROSPICKS and you'll receive his $7.99 DraftKings breakdown for free with the purchase of his guaranteed full card bet package.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good fight. I think Al's got a little more up to him. Al's got a little more firepower. It depends on what Al shows up. But, you know, I think Al should win that one most of the time. You know, I think he's got better hands for sure. You know, the kicks are always a danger with Cowboy, but I'm giving that fight to Al.
It depends on if we get the Cowboy who comes out on point or the one who's a slow starter. I think the Cowboy at his best is a Hall of Famer, so I'm going to go with the Cowboy. I'm hoping he comes out aggressive and strong.
I don't know, man, because Cowboy's found himself. He found new motivation in his child. I'm gonna be real with you. He looks different. He looks like a different person. He looks a lot healthier than me. He looks happier. Being healthy and happy is a great game plan for success. It's a great recipe for success. Iaquinta, on the other hand, man, he looked good against Kevin Lee. You know, that's a toss-up. I don't know who's gonna win, but right now, I don't know. Iaquinta's young, and he feels like he's on top of the world. But Cowboy might be a little older. He's a vet, but he's found newfound motivation, and that could be the deciding factor right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Iaquinta. Iaquinta's a tough guy. Only way you're gonna be able to beat him is if you know you are kind of either more athletic or tougher. Donald is not more athletic or I don't think tougher, so it's gonna be a hard one to get.
Oh man, I think Iaquinta might actually take it. I think it kind of depends on Cerrone's game plan, but I think that they're definitely, well, they have to strike at some point, right? And I think Cowboy stands up a little bit too much and kind of leans a little bit too much if you get in his face, and Iaquinta just, he keeps his head in and is, you know, pretty much protected the whole time he's swinging, so I think he might edge him out.
Same type of thing, you know, it's Al's a great wrestler, he has great striking, and then again, Cerrone has the experience, he's been in the UFC for so long, and he has some of the most wins, correct? It just depends what Donald Cerrone shows up that night. Same thing. It's in a fight, anything can happen, so it's always hard for me to make predictions who's going to win, but I can always make an argument how each guy can win.
That's a tough one, man. I really think Al Iaquinta has really evolved lately, so I feel like he's going to, you know, go in there. He'll bang with Cerrone for a little bit, and once he gets the range down, I think it's going to set up his takedowns, and I think he wins. I think he wins the decision over Cowboy. I love Cowboy. I really do. I like him. I've been a fan of his forever, but I just see Iaquinta as someone who's truly evolved in the sport, and over his last few fights, he's only gotten better.
Big Cerrone fan, but Iaquinta changed with Alexander Sterling. Alexander Sterling's a part of the roster with the KO reps, I believe, or the Belgian group. They're all tied in. So we're gonna have to go with Iaquinta. Sorry, Cerrone, but I gotta go with Iaquinta.
Fight of the night, maybe LaQuinta. It's gonna be a brawl though.
Oh, that's an amazing matchup. You know, I have to say I'm a Cerrone fan. You know, I got to fight on a card with him, and it was a cool experience. Got to meet him. He's a great dude. You know, you can never count that guy out, man. He is just a fighter to the core, and I think he finishes him, to be honest.
Cerrone, the head kick Cowboy, man. I take Cowboy on that every time. I think he finished him via strikes, or you know, maybe even just finish him from his back. Throw up a good triangle or a head kick or arm bar. Get him done.
I like Al Iaquinta. He's got deceptively good hands. Let's not forget, I think Al Iaquinta outboxed or outfought Jorge Masvidal. That was when he had that famous, like, you fucking booing me, when he was like, remember, like mad at the crowd. But yeah, I just like Cowboy, man. You know, I'm glad Cowboy's at the 55 again, because I'm a fan of Cowboy, and I kind of didn't want to fight him if we crossed paths. People were telling me it's a great fight for me. He doesn't fare that great against southpaws. I think that would have been a good fight for me, but I like him. I just like stuff that he does, his mindset, his get-it-done attitude. So I'm going to go for Cowboy in that one. I think, he's got those tricky head kicks. He knows how to eat punches pretty well, and he's got the reach over Al.
Man, I love Donald. He's my boy. Al's a good dude. He's a great dude. He asked me to go to help him out for his training camp against Kevin Lee. I wasn't able to go up there and help him out for that, but he had a great performance. Al seems to be one of those guys who, guys kind of pick against. Oh, yeah, I don't know if he can get it. Then he goes out there and he proves them wrong. He goes there as an underdog and upsets a lot of people. But Donald's tough. He's looking better. He dropped back down to 55, right? Yeah, Donald looks better at 55 than he did at 70. I thought he looked a little bit slow his last fight. His last fight was his first one at 55, right? His first one back down. Yeah. So he looks like he is, maybe that cut back down from 70, getting down to 55 again was a little bit of an adjustment. But he looked good, though. Out there, he got the win. It's going to be a tough fight. It'll be a great fight. I can't go against Donald because he's my boy. But I can't go against Al because he just always proves everybody wrong. But I guess I'll just have to go with Donald in that one.
Man, I feel like a lot of people are not realizing how good Iaquinta looked his last fight against Kevin Lee. I feel like they need to talk more about that, man. I love watching that fight, rewatching it, because he was so good in that fight. I feel like he's on another level right now, and I feel like that momentum's going to keep him going, and I feel like he's going to end up beating Cerrone. Cerrone had a great outing himself, but I don't know. I just like Iaquinta's style and just his relentless pressure, and he goes up and down a lot, and I feel like he's going to end up beating him.
This video is brought to you by Kyle Marley's premium picks on MMA Oddsbreaker. He's up over 20 grand in the last year on $100 bets per unit. His plays for this card are available in the link in the description. Use the promo code PROSPICKS and you'll receive his $7.99 DraftKings breakdown for free with the purchase of his guaranteed full card bet package.